at the end of the night, there's something about the evening and just having one or two beers.
Yeah, no, it definitely helps loosen up. I'm day drinking, so.
Oh, you are? Fucking great.
Yeah,
Well done.
I've been sober for about 4 days, so.
Oh man, I didn't know you sobered it up through all those things.
Yeah, I typically, when I get press passes, I typically don't drink.
All right, let's do. You want me to bring you into the "You Can Do It" story, and then we actually can feature that because I can just download that.
Oh, cool! Yeah,
that clip and do that little bit. Ready?
I am.
All right, Bakko. Let's go back to some of the concerts you've referenced in the beginning of the show. What you got?
Well, the first thing up this week was Geoff Tate's The Whole Story Tour, which is, I don't know, we've talked a little bit, but it's...
acoustic.
Yeah, to describe it for people. And, it's a full acoustic backing band, 4-piece. He had a violinist, 2 guitarists, and a percussionist. Sounded fucking amazing. I was way better than I thought it would be.
You got a picture of him before or after?
It was after. Yeah, it was. Yeah. And it was not. It was like. It was with the press passes, they just gave me and the guy I took meet and greet passes.
Okay. Was it just him, or did he have an opener?
No, it was just him too.
That's I figured.
It was about 2 hours. Yeah, almost a solid 2 hours they played.
Not that big of a fan, but it sounds like a very unique experience on your end. And I did hear. Why don't you break into it? But I did hear a little clip that you posted, and it did sound really good.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I go into this in my review, but we can talk about it here. Let's make no. I mean, I always look at. I call Jeff. Let me start that again. Well, I go into it in my review a little bit, but we can talk about it here.
Break it down.
I kind of refer to Geoff Tate as a square peg in a round hole. You know what I'm saying there? Like, he always was just a bit odd for the whole scene. Like, he really
everything
fits, like, everything about him, from his vests to his riding a Harley while talking about his vineyard. Just his, I don't know. But he also comes off as very genuine, but it almost seems like he aspires for something much more grand and elegant than his fan base provides him.
Well, right. I mean, I've seen him in interviews saying that our music is much more complex and superior than other forms of metal, like putting down his genre at the same time of doing that. And,
he's not wrong though.
Oh, I know. It's kind of like
smug.
I kind of always thought as Operation Mindcrime is kind of a hard rock version of Pink Floyd.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And that was kind of the breaking point. It seemed like the more successful they got from that point on, the more confident he became in his weirdness. But where I'm going with this is that, like it or not, his core fan base is still the core fan base for Dokken, for Wasp, for Rat, for Poison, Motley Crue. And these are not the most elegant, dignified people, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. People like, it's just savages in the audience. Probably I will describe, as a concert I will describe going to, is the ultimate group of, bro rockers I've seen in my entire life. But continue.
So, and also, we're all getting old, and we don't all age the same. But... yeah, and that might be a fat joke. I don't know. But let's make no joke. This was an evening with Geoff Tate.
Yes.
This was not fucking play something off warning, or there was a guy who at the back of the bar at one point, because he takes breaks and regales us with tales of.
Was there a lot of talking in this?
Oh yeah, not a lot, but he told probably 5 or 6 stories, and none of them were. I'll give him this: it was music heavy. So when he does take a break, they didn't run like more than 2 minutes. There wasn't a lot of insight either. By the way, it was more haughty. But yeah, there's one point where he's holding his little, stemless wine glass, and someone from the back of the bar is he yells out like, "What are you drinking, Jep?" Okay, and I have witnessed and been on the receiving end of that cat call many times, and it is very clear that guy is like, "I'm gonna buy the band a round of shots." And this was not, and of course he doesn't get it. He's like, oh, it's some Australian wine, such and such Pinot, and I think he kind of killed the guy's mood, which is good. But yeah, about half the people there, they're wearing dirty fucking clothes, dirty winter coat.
They're just amazing.
And why do so many like metal fans, especially when they get overweight, insist on tucking in their fucking t-shirts? And it's and the guys who tuck them in, they always want those t-shirts that have like the most elaborate, gaudy, full color print that, because it's on a fucking t-shirt, looks like shit.
You know what I like? What I like about rock concerts is, well, first off, when I look around a lot of times for hard rock, I think, A, you shouldn't be here because it costs you a lot of money to be here, right?
Yeah.
And then not to sound like a bunch of pricks, it's just the fact that I look around. I will tell you what, when I'm not happy,
if I go to money on concert tickets, you could have a coat and be able to wash it.
Yeah, exactly. You can buy detergent. You can get all kinds of great other products for not spending $50 or more when you combine all your alcohol minimum in your ticket price. But the point being is that whenever I'm down the dumps, I just look around me. I'm like, I'm in a better situation than these guys. I'm like, but I also question why I
lose Cannon, by the way, people.
But I also
you'll find him at the Buffalo Rose in 2 weeks.
Yeah, no kidding. That's gonna be another ego booster. That's what I do. And I go there, and I'm always like, and I always question. I've said this many times when I'm a group of buddies and we're at this. I go like, I question why I like this music so much. Because I'm like, and it also frustrates me because and that's a dog. I'm like, I would like to know these people off because it's very hard for me. Besides, like looking for guys online like you to find somebody that can talk about this shit. You know?
No, I'm with you. I think I'm just as judgy. But I don't look at it as a negative because, you know, one thing I mean, how many fucking concerts have we been to? I've never seen anybody get stabbed or shot or robbed or raped.
It's usually
these are good people, you know. So and yeah,
absolutely.
And I'm really more making fun of them in the sense of, did you really think that you were coming to see this and you were going to get a fucking Queensryche show, man? I mean, it was clearly an acoustic evening. It was like. And, of course, he's a smug, pretentious prick, so he's going to expect you to maintain a little dignity while you're there.
Well, but is he selling any of his aprons with the Queensryche logo on them anymore?
They had a couple T-shirts, but no aprons. Not that I saw, anyway.
That was spectacular. Your grilling apron. Red.
Yeah.
Had the symbol from back in the day in the store. He had some amazing things. He was kind of like the Kiss of merchandise at one point, his store that he used to manage. But continue on. Give me some more highlights before we
because I think I made my point with the type of, you know, and I'm only describing about half the audience, right? Like even the guy that I came with, he groomed way nicer than I did, and he smelt immaculate. It was a wonderful evening for us.
Right, but I'll go to this too, so you don't sound like a bunch of smug pricks. Exactly. You go to these things like High Elevation, these fests, Rock on the Range. There's never been a single time I've had any issue with anybody.
Oh, like, no, it's
like
entirely
how
different
crazy
element.
The concerts are.
Yeah.
I will tell you that this concert I was dragged to, just to go sideways for a second, dragged to. And it was the worst experience I've ever had in my entire life. And there's a concert very similar to this, and lately I went to, and that was a fucking Dave Matthews concert, like 12 years ago. I've never seen more drunk, obnoxious motherfuckers bumping into people.
That's a bro concert.
Exactly, and there's another one I'm going to mention here. So yeah, but go on with the end of your Shrike, your Queensryche.
The point being is that it's got to be tough for Geoff, I think, and not to feel sorry for him. And by the way, he seems genuinely happy, so I don't know that he is breaking this down to the level I am. But it would be difficult because he clearly aspires for something a little more grand than his audience will provide him. And when you have that, and he's up there telling stories about like, oh, so my agent calls and says, we got you booked in Lima, Geoff. And I'm like, Lima? I love Peru. The mountains, the climbing. I'll go up to the end. Geoff. Not Lima, Peru. Lima, Ohio. It kind of goes over the heads of his core audience. And the thing is, like, deep down, he wants all of his fans to be like the highfalutin douchebags that he is.
Right, but they also probably thought the Lima he was referring to an animal.
Yeah, probably. Oh, you are on fire today. Again, he's going to be at the Buffalo Rose in a couple weeks, people. You can take it up with him there.
Be sure to tackle. If you see a smug prick that's a little past 6 foot tall, tackle him.
Yeah, he'll have a punch me in the face grin.
That's all right. It's my only grin.
It's your only smile. Yeah, I always think of that when we're doing a podcast. It helps me put in the right frame of mind.
Continue.
Yeah, so he whatever. It was. I don't understand why he can't have that, and I kind of feel bad for him. And only in that very narrow.
Wrap it up, Bakko.
What's that?
Wrap it up. Let's get to your goal. The thing you promised. Come on.
Okay. Well, let's play one fucking song but from Queensryche that always puts me in a good mood.
No, you got to tell your story. What you promised to the audience you would do.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Go, lead that in again. Wrap it up, Bakko.
All right, Bakko. Wrap it up. Why don't you get to what you recorded for evidence? And promised
I want to say for the record, I did promise, but I know in a way actually intended on doing it.
An opportunity presented itself perfectly from the video.
Yes, and it was, and the band accepted it very. Yeah, we talked about
Aaron Lewis. Aaron Lewis, in a previous episode, that he had a very pretentious concert where everybody got quiet and did what you did. So explain.
Yeah, and by the way, let me just say quick. Unlike Aaron Lewis, when things aren't perfect for Geoff Tate regarding like someone yelling, "Does the band want a shot?" He didn't throw it nutty. You didn't notice any change in him.
Nope.
So and same with this next instance. Yeah, you said a guy there during like one of the most obnoxious parts of the show. Someone yelled during a quiet part, "You can do it!" from The Waterboy and many other movies. And it of course perturbed Aaron Lewis, and he walked off stage for a little bit. There was a spot. I was just filming it just to go Facebook Live to share the I Don't Believe in Love because they were killing it. And there was a spot where the guitar player was kind of hanging there like, almost like doing that rocker thing like, yeah, what am I going to do? And then I was just like, well, this seems like a good time. So I yelled it out, and of course the guitar player just kind of paused and laughed a little bit, kind of did that stage like I have to.
Yeah, but it went. But to the point, it went completely. He was kind of noodling on his guitar, and and there was like a 5-second, completely silent moment when you launched it.
Yeah, I picked the right time. But even Geoff was like, "Show him how you can do it." You can't quite pick that up in the video, but if you pay attention, he kind of laughs. The guitar player does, looks back, and you see Geoff kind of mumble something. He's saying, "Show him how you."